There it is. We're twitching. Okie dokie. I'm assuming we're twitching. Yep, looks like we're on. Okay, so, welcome Twitchers, for those of you out there. If there is anybody out there. Night 1 of Twitch, making the jump from Facebook to Twitch. We are on YouTube as well. AlBlock7267 on YouTube. AlBSimmer on Twitch. So this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. We do jet airliner simulation with 2020, and we do all kinds of other stuff with 2024 because they're, you may or may not know, but their big airliners don't work very good. Okay, looks like we have Twitch happening, so let's get going here. Streaming live. Currently we're in 2024. We'll do a couple little things here with the helicopter and fly around. So what we can do with the helicopter, in case anybody's ever out there watching this. Yes, A Beaver Cleaver, it looks like it is working now. Can you see it? Please respond on chat. Let's go ahead and get into a helicopter, and what we can do with helicopters is anybody out there wants to do some sightseeing. We can do some helicopter tours. We can do some small aircraft flying, but nothing with a big jet airliner in 2024. So let's have a look at 2024. We'll do a helicopter tour sample. Let's pick this one. We'll pick a different livery for it. So, Flight Sim 2024. We'll do the rescue version. Picking a livery for it. Yeah, let's see which one's better. Kind of like this one better for now. Okay, A Beaver, thank you. Thanks for that. Good, so we're live on Twitch, just verified. We're producer A Beaver Cleaver. Give a shout out because he helps a lot with this stuff. So Twitch live and YouTube live. Facebook is no longer live. We're twitching now. So let's get this ball rolling. So we're going to do a helicopter tour. So if anybody joins in and you have a spot you want to go to, I can see you on the chat. Okay, I see you on the OBS chat. I'd have to go to Restream. Let's take a look on Restream real quick. Okay, good. Sound is good. Everything looks good. Sorry about the technical issues. This is our first night on Twitch, so we're making sure everything works good. I don't need to watch it on Restream. Yeah, I guess I could. Okay, Beaver. I'm going to sign off of Discord. Thank you. And here we go. Let's pick some place that's in the daylight. Perhaps Hawaii. Hawaii would be a great start for Twitch. Okay, why is that still showing stream starting here? That's weird. Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Okay. Trying to get over the confusion of the multiple screens, but here we go. Let's do a helicopter tour of Hawaii. Alright, it's still daylight there. And we'll set Honolulu International as our starting point. Okay, thanks, A Beaver. A Beaver says we're good on YouTube and Twitch. So 2024 takes a minute or two to boot up. So what we've done is we've picked a place to start. I thought we did. Guess we didn't. Okay, now bear in mind that I've only flown the helicopter one day. It's pretty rough. Anybody watching, you're going to see me crash and burn a few times. Which is half the fun of it at this point. So, it's a learning process. 2024, though, is quite realistic. But it's not really working good with the big airliners. So, we're limiting it to small aircraft and helicopters for now. A little trip around Honolulu may be interesting. We're cold and dark. Wonderful. That's an interesting place to put me. Okay, let's see. What's the water look like? Yeah, the water's looking kind of weird. Anyways, here we are. MS 2024. This is one of the Airbus helicopters. And we're going to jump in here in a minute and take a look. Let's have a look around though. For all those Twitchers out there that haven't experienced the flight sim experience, 2024, fairly new. It's like a month old. Lots of issues, lots of problems, lots of bugs. Severely broken. Some of the smaller aircraft and most of the smaller aircraft and the helicopters work okay. I got the bindings set on this on my control unit, and we're going to get up in the air in a moment here. Let's go inside. Have a look around. There's Diamond Head off in the distance there. I'm going to turn off one of my extra monitors just in case it's eating up frame. Here's our morphed zombie occupant. There's two of them. And we're going to drop down something here real quickly. Get this set up. And okay, folks, here we go. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to YouTube. Albie Simmer. Let's get this baby up in the air. Okay, now pardon me if we have some issues with this. Like I said, I'm pretty new at it. At the helicopter. I spent about 2 years flying the big jets. Okay, so the ocean realism isn't looking too good so far. So we know that downtown Honolulu is this way. A little helicopter sightseeing tour. Take a look at the watercolor. Yeah, I may need to reboot.
Golf 2611, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Yeah, every now and then this helicopter does go a little out of control.
November Golf 2611, frequency change. Approach LB Victor November Golf 2611 is type 2 miles east of Honolulu, 1,400 feet, request flight following. LB Victor November Golf 2611, approach. Walk tree 045. Squawk tree 045, I'll be Victor November Golf 2611.
There's a cruise ship down there.
I'll be Victor November
That's rare.
Golf 2611, radar contact 2 miles west of Hotel India 40, 1,900 feet, altimeter 29er, 9er 2.
Okay, so once again, this is Twitch and YouTube tonight.
November Golf 2611.
Welcome, Twitchers. I hope that some people come on board and check it out. And feel free to chat, and if you have destinations or places you want to fly from or to, let me know. Let's do a circle around here real quick. And cruise ship in port. Let's see the Rainbow Tower, Hilton Hawaiian Village. And there it is. It's a famous lagoon. Beach is looking a little distorted. So this is all the new stuff of 2024, so it looks like the buildings look okay. Back up in the air, we don't want to be coming down yet. Buildings are looking good, beach not so much. Still trying to figure out this helicopter, so give me a break. Head over to Diamond Head. Turn away for 1 second and it just wants to go up in the air. Okay, so welcome again. Albie Swimmer here on Twitch. And Albie Tunes on YouTube, which would be AlBlock7267. This is a test flight tonight and making sure that Twitch works good. And we're going to do a little bit of 2024. So you can see the difference graphically, and then we'll go over to 2020 and do a couple things over there. Should we try to land at Diamond Head? Yeah, okay. Landing? Not so easy. Sorry, got a bad cold, as you can tell. Okay, we don't want to land there. Slightly rough landing. But okay, we're down. Now here's the cool part about 2024, other than the jumpy frame rate. We can get out. And we can walk around. Now here we are inside the crater at Diamond Head. And you can see some of the effects on the landscape, shrubbery and so forth. So 2020. It's a good example. We can walk around a little bit. We won't go too far because we want to get back in the chopper. Go to the chopper. Inside Diamond Head tonight at sundown. Maybe we'll have a nice Hawaiian sunset. Catching up on text here. Looking good on Twitch. Anyways, let's go back to the chopper. Go to the chopper. Don't really have to walk all the way to it. We could just morph right back into it. Let's try to stay low so we don't get decapitated. There's my guys. My rescue buddies. Open the door and you're back in. And let's just go.
LB Victor November Golf 2611 is type 1 miles west of Kilo 1 Alpha Quebec 400 feet. Request flight following.
LB Victor November.
Squawk 0007 LB Victor November Golf 2611.
LB Victor November Golf 2611 radar contact 1 miles west of Kilo 1 Alpha Quebec 800 feet. Altimeter 29er 9er 2.
Roger, LB Victor November Golf 2611.
I mean, okay, that looks pretty good. Downtown Honolulu right there. Maui off in the distance. Okay, why is it doing that? Now let's go back. A little bit of helicopter touring around Hawaii. Can head up towards the North Shore. We're at about 3,500 feet. Not really moving forward at all. Wonder why it's not moving forward at all. That's why. You've got to dip the nose down to get it moving forward. Still learning the helicopter. See if the speed is creeping up a little bit. This is the second volcano, I forget what it's called. Some tour guide.
Alpha Victor November Golf 26. 1-1 contact approach on 125. 0. Good day.
125. 0 for Alpha Victor November Golf 2611.
It'd be nice to know if I could accurately land this thing somewhere. But I can't. Up on one of these mountain ridges would be interesting. Pretty breezy up against the hills here. Well, folks, welcome to Oahu. We hope you're enjoying your trip. Welcome, Twitchers, if you're out there. Twitchies. I was twitching to get on here. Tail road, real sensitive. And reversed. That's kind of interesting. Looks like the axis is reversed. Water down in that crater. Took my eyes off for 1 second, see that? See if we can make our way over to that base. Nice and easy. As planes start appearing in front of me. Well, that's about as smooth as you're going to get out of me. So, that being said, okay now, settle down. Let's shut this bad boy off. If I can remember how to do it. Okay, Twitchers, there you go. There's your first guided tour. So what we'll do, if anybody ever joins online, is we'll do these little tours of any area that you want. Just chat me what area you want to go to, and you want to fly over your neighborhood, we can do a tour around. If you want to go to Hawaii, we can do that. You want to fly around San Diego, we can do that. Niagara Falls, no problem. Anywhere in the world, you want to fly in a helicopter and get a helicopter tour, we can do that. So that will be one of the things we do on this stream. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pop on over to 2020. I don't know why this thing isn't shutting down. Let's find out. There we go. Don't know why it wants to shut off when you put the battery on. It's odd. So which airport are we on? We're on some military installation here. Kanohe Bay. Kanohe Bay. Marine Corps Air Station. And actually, the buildings are not looking too distorted. We're seeing some water motion. Looks like a fairly nice night in Oahu. Okay, happy about that. Alright, let's get out of this. There's our sample of 2020. For those of you not familiar with it, there's lots of cool things you can do in 2020. I'll show you a couple of the features of it before we exit it. And we'll do a boot up of 2020. Excuse me, this is 2024. We'll do a boot up of 2020 in a moment. Once again, welcome to LB Simmer, where we're going to do 2020, Microsoft 2020 and 24 experiences. There's nothing in this marketplace yet. Free flight, that's pretty much you just can fly anywhere you want to in the world. You pick whatever aircraft that you have, either in the system or not. They don't have too many up there yet. There's enough. There's enough to have fun. Haven't tried this bell. I'm gonna try that. Let's see. Let's give it a try. Quick try. Somewhere where it's still daylight. Kauai. So you pick your aircraft, you pick your destination. This is all resident on their server. And here we are on Kauai. Now, I haven't flown this one yet, so this will be interesting. That's my co-pilot, Misty. Sometimes she cries and I play Misty for me. And let's see how this one functions. Well, it goes up pretty quick. I like it a lot. Oh, the trees are looking good. Okay, folks, welcome to Kauai. Oh, this is superior to the Airbus, no doubt. Let's go outside and look. Let's try bringing her down and see what happens.
November Golf 2611 Honolulu Center. Squawk 7376.
Squawk 7376.
Much more stable.
Victor November Golf 2611.
I'll be Victor November Golf 2611 radar. Contact 1 miles north of Lima, India Hotel 1,200 feet. Altimeter 29er. 902.
Roger, I'll be Victor November Golf 2611.
Much more stable. little easier to land, a lot more stable than the Airbus. Very nice. Okay, cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Thank you for that. Yingrin Hun. Okay, thank you, Yingrin. Whoever the hell you are, but you're my first visitor on Twitch. Looks like you're a robot. Okay, so the Bell helicopter is definitely much more stable than the Airbus. Let's do a little bit of flying with this thing now that we know. Unexpected. That's pretty good realism right there. That's pretty good. So this is a pretty good example of what you can get out of 2024. A lot of times the scenery is not this good though. It's kind of distorted and blocky depending on what the photogeometry looks like for any given area. Apologize for not having mastered these helicopters yet, but this is new to me. I'm not sure, is it Kauai that has Mauna Kea Observatory on it? I think it is. There's a couple of hidden airports on this island. Yingrin Hun. Advertising on my stream. Thanks for that. Oh, yeah, welcome anyways. This is night 1 on Twitch. So if anybody's watching, this is a debut. We've been streaming on YouTube and Facebook for a couple of years. Decided to make the jump over to Twitch tonight and get rid of Facebook. Welcome if you're out there. If you're not, oh well. Let's see if we can get this up in the mountains. Looks like a nice golf course down there. We should have gone to Maui and looked at Kapalua, since they're playing there right now. Helicopter and new to me. I like the bell. It looks like we're going to be flying the bell some more. Very stable. It hung up in that tree. Okay, that was a much softer touchdown. Let's have a look around this bad boy. Looking pretty damn good, that's for sure. I like it. That's the bell, folks. Now, I don't know how to shut the bell down. I'm guessing it has something to do with the instrument panel, so we're going to find out right now. Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, we will. Let's go to instruments. Main panel. There's our altitude. There's our horizon. Airspeed. Fuel. Compass. Fuel valve off. Landing lights. And I'm guessing this is where all of our main controls are. Those are fuses. I guess that was the wrong one to push. Sounds like it's turned down. Selected navigation overhead. Rotor brake. Apparently that's how you shut her off. This one's manual. In the Airbus, you just pull it all away. Frogs. Well, there's our scenery. We're in some field in the middle of Kauai. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space. Okay, so when my one viewer tonight was a robot. Can we open the door? Apparently not. Well, I'm already out of the thing, so let's walk around a little bit. In the wilds of Hawaii. Okay, let's exit this, folks. Okay, so we learned something here tonight. So the Bell helicopter is much more stable, much more. But look at that. Look at that. Look at the scenery and the vegetation in the sim. It's pretty good. So welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with Al B. Simmer. I normally go by Al B. Tunes. And again, this is night one on Twitch. We're going to make this a little bit shorter here. We're going to go ahead and jump on over to 2020 now. So watch the reboot process. There's a bunch of other stuff you can see. Career mode. I've already started career mode in this, where you fly people around in a Cessna until you get enough points to graduate. I got my PPL in here, so the private pilot's license is step number one. And you can see that you have a reputation and so forth. And I've accomplished the certification. And I'm not available for any companies yet, but I'd have missions available to me now that I have a PPL. And here they are. These are all individual missions you can fly in the career mode. And when you do that, you taxi out, get some passengers, fly them around, take them back, and you get points. Other cool stuff in Flight Sim 2024. There is a couple other modes you can visit. Challenge League, pretty cool. I'm not sure how this is going to look with... That's interesting. Never tried this one. Let's try this. Low altitude flying in a Hornet. This will be a disaster, I guarantee you. There's the route. Clouds look kind of funny. I'm not running this on a very good computer, so I'm amazed that it's even doing this good. Let's get out of the cockpit. Yeah, kind of jumpy. Dare I get a drink while I'm doing this? Almost blacked out there. I know that feeling. Okay, first run. I got third place. First attempt. That's just another example of what you can do in 2024. Interesting. Okay, so that's one of the challenges. Welcome to the tour of 2024. Not sure how many people have been doing this online, but this will be interesting. We're not going to do that tonight, but precision landing with a helicopter. And we go to activities. Flight training, rally race, low altitude flying, landing challenges, air race, discovery flights, custom content. All of these are pretty cool. Low altitude's pretty hard. That's difficult. Career mode we already saw. Free flight we already saw. World photographer. My experience with world photographer so far has been that you're looking for stuff, and if you're looking for wildlife which is out there, it's pretty hard to find them. And a bunch of people online are having a hard time finding it, so they need to put some kind of like a heat sensor on the animal so you can see them a little better, so you can land and take pictures. But that's the idea. You go to these locations, you land and take pictures, and the way you do it is with I'll see if I can demonstrate it. Let's do San Francisco. Yeah, let's not. Huh. The old Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Let's take a look at that. It's going to be nighttime there, though. But the way you take pictures, I'll show you real quickly. It's Control V. Let's start exploring. Oh, it's in a 737 MAX. Interesting. Free flying a 737. I haven't tried that. And the big airliners don't function real well. We'll find out in a moment. Huh. Okay. Not real confident in the 737s here. Just because of whatever. But let's get a couple of pictures. So how do you do a picture? You want to get the sun in it. Shift V, space. There's a shot. Nobody should be flying a 737 like this. But I am surprised at how well it's handling. And there's a shot. Objective complete. Photograph the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. From the top down view with the Boeing 737 in the frame. Completed. We don't have to complete, so let's change the objective. But anyways, that's the photo objective. That's the photo objectives that you can do. There's photo challenges. All right. Let's go on and get out of 2024. And we'll do a be right back.
Willy Cell or Willy Majet.
Okay, back to the stream, and we're going to boot up 2020. So we get a little bit tonight of both 2024 and 2020. I was just watching a couple of guys on Twitch doing canyon runs. I'm getting two audios here for some reason. Don't know why. Interesting. I'm still getting 2024. .2024 is loading, and it shouldn't be. Okay. Great. So let's figure out why that is. Well, that's why. So 2024 was booting up while we were booting up 2020. Amazing that they both worked. Okay, there we are. Good. Back in Twitch. Yeah, I don't know. He's saying Rin Hun. Wonderful. Okay, folks, here we go. Microsoft 2020 40th Edition Premium. So let's go to the world map. And we'll pick, we're not going to fly a Phoenix tonight. We're going to pick something small and fast. And we'll demo. Let's just do this. Let's do the F-18. And I think we have one or two livery choices. Yeah, let's pick a different one. Let's pick the blue one. And we'll do some canyon flying like the other guy. Let's do Grand Canyon. If I can learn how to type. we'll switch this to daylight hours. So we'll see a little bit of comparison between the graphics between 2024 and 2020 now. And then we'll end the stream tonight. So thank you for joining, and if you are out there, new Twitchers, hope to see some people come on board. And Albie Tunes is what I'm under on YouTube. Alblock7267. Alblock7267 on YouTube, and then Albie Simmer.
Canyon Tower ALB 5510, ready at runway 21 departing straight out.
On Twitch. Let's make this daytime. Afternoonish. I don't know if we're going to be able to get off this short runway, but we'll give her a try. Let's take a look at what it looks like graphically. Graphically speaking, it's pretty darn good. Almost as good, maybe as good as 2024. Vegetation, pretty lush. Ground is a little bit unoptimized, but that's okay. Runway's got good texture. Yeah, let's fly this thing. I may not have the afterburners set.
ALB 5510, leaving right airspace, frequency change approved.
Canyon Tower ALB 5510, frequency change. Los Angeles Center ALB 5510 is type Boeing 5 miles southwest of Canyon 8,300 feet. Request flight following.
ALB 5510, Los Angeles Center. Squawk 6732.
Squawk 67 tree 2 ALB 5510.
I wonder why the afterburners aren't working. Well, the afterburners are not working tonight.
Canyon 6,500 feet. Altimeter tree 0.12.
Roger ALB 5510.
They should just be coming on, but they're not. Well, anyways, you get an idea of the graphics. So we have a technical issue here pertaining to mapping. So let's figure out what's going on. Nothing ever really works right when you want it to. Okay, let's map toggle afterburner. And we'll map it to okay, so F2 is going to have afterburner now. Let's see if it works. Apparently not. Okay, so we have a technical issue with 2020. And we're not going to stay up in the air much longer. It's going to go down. So we're losing speed, so we got to figure out what's wrong. Let's go ahead and escape out. Back to the main menu, continue. Let's try to set the afterburner. Huh. I wonder why it's not letting it work. Okay, well, it's not going to work, so we're not going to do this now. That is disappointing. Okay, we'll have to figure that out offline. Anyways, we can do something else. We're looking at 2020 realism, so that's what this is all about tonight. We don't want sim brief. God. 2020's acting up. What the hell? Okay, let's try this. Okay, great. This is a gigantic cluster fart tonight. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to YouTube. Nothing ever goes right. We'll fly the Diamond Air in the Grand Canyon in the daytime.
21 straight out departure.
I'll figure out the afterburner thing some other time. Let's go. Let's get the sun somewhere right around there. Okay, and now the view is not working. What the hell? Okay. No audio. Graphics look pretty good though. Nothing happening. No throttle. Wow, 2020 is messed up. Throttle's not working. Okay, well, here's a pretty good example of all the glitches in 2020 and 2024. That's a good place to end this, folks, because I'm getting more and more pissed as the moments go on. So with that, welcome. Thank you for joining me on Twitch if you did. Sorry it was a disaster. More disasters to come. I'm known for them. Enjoy.